Hey, Mike, what do Kelly Slater and PT have in common?
I don't know. They're both world champs?
Nope, they both own Endless Summer box set.
Oh my God, rad. You guys, you can get it too. The link's in the show notes. Welcome back, everybody, to the QuiverCast. This is Mike, your host, and this is all brought to you by YourAudioLegacy.com and QuiverBuilder.com. And please check out my other podcast, The Stinky Booties, I do with my buddy, Billy. Let's roll. All right, everybody. This is Mike here with the QuiverCast, and our special guest this week is Paul Keating. What's up, Paul? How are you?
What's up, y'all? Stoked to be here.
So, I saw you on Google on this TV show, and then you surfed. I was super stoked to contact you and get this interview. So thank you for doing this.
Yeah. So that Google article, huh? What did it say about me?
On a TV show called F-Boy Island.
Oh yeah.
Kind of the whole, and I was kind of fascinated. But I want you to tell us about it.
Kind of cringy at first, huh?
I don't know. Okay, so
I'll tell you one thing. My mom was not stoked on that title.
My wife was like, "What's up with that thing?" And I'm like, "I don't know," but I guess it was season 2, right?
No, it's first season.
Oh, first season.
Well, that's
okay.
the whole thing. So you get this. I got an Instagram DM, right? It's like, all right, this is probably a scam. Yeah, just this random DM, right? Come on this untitled dating show for some network to be named, major network. I'm like, well, we're in the middle of the COVID. I'm down to go to some island. They told me it was going to be on an island. I like girls, so I'm going to send it. And hopefully I can catch a wave and cross off another country on the list. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I send it and, thought it was a scam until, I actually got the flight, which was only 5 days before.
Really?
And next thing you know, we're on the Cayman Islands. Quarantining for 2 weeks.
That's rad.
It was crazy. Yeah.
So did they tell you what you're exactly doing, or they just said come here and we'll explain it to you?
So we get there and I see a bunch of dudes on their balconies, working out every day. We're in quarantine.
Okay.
We have no idea the premise of the show. We have no idea how many guys there's going to be and how many girls there's going to be. What the show is going to be about. We literally were told nothing by the casting and whatnot. So. Yeah, 2 weeks in quarantine goes by. I drove myself mad. I was doing 1,000 push-ups a day. That was my challenge.
Okay, in a room by yourself?
In a room by myself.
Okay.
Well, with a couple neighbors. And then, we finally show up, find out it's hosted by a famous comedian, Nikki Glazer. And then we were not stoked to see 24 dudes. And then only 3 women. So
were you hoping for reverse?
What? I mean, we were hoping for maybe a 1-to-1, maybe a 2-to-1 might make sense. I don't know. They told us there might be a couple more guys. That's what they said. There might be a couple more guys.
Okay.
So you're all right with that? Yeah, fine, whatever. And then they pretty much just had us go at it at this weird experiment, adventure thing. It's just so strange. What are you supposed to... I'm not the kind of guy when there's 24 dudes and 3 girls. If we make that eye contact, there's that eye sex we have, sure, let's go. But if that doesn't happen, go ahead, guys. Get after it. I'm not that desperate, right? But...
Dude, that's... Okay, so then, how does that play out?
How does it play out? So...
Are you allowed to say?
Oh, yeah, because it's already out there. So
okay.
Go watch it first if you don't want any spoilers, because I'll probably spoil it here, but... Yeah, it was weird.
Okay.
It was just weird.
So is it like The Bachelor?
It's like The Bachelor. Oh, yeah. So there's 12 self-proclaimed F-boys and 12 self-proclaimed nice guys.
Okay. Which one are you?
Now, I came in as a nice guy, all right? I mean, the whole point of the show is to kind of determine what the heck an F-boy actually is. What's a nice guy? They're all guys, kind of a mix of both, and I think that's obviously the answer. But I came in looking for a nice guy. I am on my quest for an eternal bae out there.
Okay.
Still single, by the way. If you know any eligible suitors, but so because kind of a gimmicky thing, the girls would be like, all right, let's get rid of the F-boys in the beginning, and then when you weren't allowed to reveal your status to any of the guys or the girls, obviously.
Okay.
So then when you get eliminated, you go up and you say, all right, yeah, hi, I'm Paul, and I'm a nice guy, sorry.
All right. How long did you get to hang in there?
So I stayed around for 4 episodes.
Okay. Out of how many episodes?
Out of 10.
Okay.
But the cool thing was they kept us. So I got to chill and do absolutely nothing for a full month.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, it was such a weird thing because we didn't have our phones. I didn't know what was going on in the world, but definitely made a lot of cool friends out of it, and it's experience I wouldn't change for anything, except they didn't let me surf.
Okay, so let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So you're on this podcast because you surf.
I surf. I love surfing.
Okay.
It's my number one love now. I grew up playing baseball. It was my first love. I played in college.
Okay.
But now it's just surf. Ever since I've been done with school, it's like I'm screwed. I always say it's like a blessing and a curse to be a surfer because you got to like organize your whole life around the ocean.
Right. Wind, tide, blah, blah.
And if there's swell, it's literally your highest priority.
Okay.
And then there's so many places with waves that it's like I got to see them all.
Yeah. So you've been traveling.
Yeah.
So, okay, how did you start surfing? Let's go back.
So I started surfing when I was 13. I was doing the boogie thing. My dad's a bit of a surfer.
And where'd you grow up? Oceanside, right?
I grew up in Oceanside, yeah.
Okay.
And I caught my first waves on my stomach, and then I finally caught my first wave at 13 and stood up.
Okay.
And then my life was changed. I still remember that wave.
All right.
And ever since then,
first
it was
board?
in like baseball and surfing. Yeah, you know the liquid shredder?
Okay, yeah.
The banana liquid shredder?
Okay.
That was big. And then I graduated to a 6'8" Almeric Flyer.
Oh, nice.
And I remember,
a big jump.
I still remember my first little vision. Changed my life.
Oh, really? He's got barreled?
Yes,
All right.
sir. Yeah, I have a twin sister also, and she found surfing at the same time.
Okay.
And she actually got to start the whole surf and travel thing before I did.
Really?
She went to Bali and Nicaragua before I did. Like I was pretty much just following after her.
Because you were in the baseball?
Yeah.
Is that
so I
held you back a little bit?
I got my master's degree somehow.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm a master.
So you're well educated.
Yeah, I'm a master in organizational psychology, whatever that means. But I was mostly just I have a baseball degree, so yeah. She got done with school and she immediately just hit the travel thing, and
Okay.
yeah, she's rad.
Where does she live? What's her name?
She's Holly.
Okay.
She's sick. She works at the San Diego Zoo as a zookeeper.
Oh, that's so rad.
Yeah.
That's really cool, actually. I'll be honest with you.
And she rips as well.
Okay.
And you can find her. She's surfing pipes a lot now. She used to send it beyond like that I could believe.
Really?
Just no fear, nothing. No wetsuit in the winter. She was a savage.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you some questions. Okay.
I'd say
let's talk about your sister for a second.
Yeah.
What's her Instagram account? Are you
She's
allowed to tell?
Holly Keating. Yeah, she doesn't take as many selfies as me. She's not as self-absorbed, but she's recently single. I don't know if I should say.
Yeah, go for it. Might as well.
Yeah. So
that's funny.
She's looking for a surfer dude with great vibes, and you'll have to go through me first, but
Yeah, that'll be tough.
yeah. But yeah, she's stoked. She loves animals. She owns her own house. She's a homeowner.
Really?
She's ahead of the game.
And she's surfing often still?
Oh yeah, and she loves
That's
skating.
rad.
Yeah.
She sounds like the
super
perfect lady.
She
like,
is.
for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, right on. Okay, so you guys kind of went to the beach together and kind of hung out?
Yeah, we'd surf together all the time. Okay, wait. I
right.
heard you mention Pink House on another podcast.
Okay.
Because we'd call it Pink House, and we had no idea what that meant.
Down by the condos, right?
Yeah.
By North Coast.
But are they still pink?
Yeah.
Because it was like, is it at the Rock or no?
No.
Because we'd call Pink House the Rock for some reason, because we thought it was some
maybe.
cool local thing to say.
I think probably Lucas said that.
Yeah, Lucas said that.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I always thought Pink Houses was by the condos on the north side.
Oh, yeah, north side of the pier, those pink
Yeah.
condos.
Yeah.
Okay, I wonder if that's what, but we call it Pink House, but it's pretty much the Rock was my local beach growing up, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where do you surf mostly now?
So now it's mostly shortboard. What do you mean? Oh, like where I surf? So college was up in Newport, and I stayed up there for 6 years.
All right, hold on, we're going too fast.
Okay.
All right. So you and your sister are surfers.
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
competing against each other? Like,
Okay, I swear, she surfed for Point Loma.
oh wow.
I think, and this hurts me to admit it, but I think she has to be better for a girl than I am for a guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, that's totally fair.
she's surf contests. She's pretty good. She hasn't gotten barreled yet, which
Okay.
is I need to get her barreled. It'll change her life.
Oh, she's never been barreled?
She's never been in a closeout tube, man.
I don't know.
I know.
I think she
suspect.
has.
No, and she's been to Indo and like Ulu and like you haven't
Is she
stuck
like
your face in
okay,
one
I don't want to
barrel?
be mean to your sister, but like,
No.
what is that Instagram like? Barrel dodgers?
Oh, maybe she is. Maybe she's a barrel dodger.
Just a little too fast. Just like
we're working on it, all right? We're working on getting her back into that full send mode, but
Okay. So how did that? So you guys rode your bike, got dropped off down there?
yeah, we get
It's
dropped
not
off.
far.
Yeah, we get dropped off, or we just bike down and
Okay.
yeah, had a little bike
And then
rig.
your parents would pick you guys up.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'd go every day after school, and we had our cars.
And then, so you didn't go to public school, you went to private school.
Yeah, we went to a tiny little private school called Tri-City Christian. Mom was a teacher.
Okay, so other kids surf there with you?
Not, yeah, I had a little squad.
Oh, did you?
Little squad, yeah.
The all Oceanside or just kind of like Tri-City? Or like,
it was kind of just Tri-City, a little Oceanside, but I never really got too plugged in with like the local scene down here.
Okay, yeah, I've never. Yeah. I don't recognize you, but that doesn't mean nothing really. There's thousands of guys out there.
Of course, and then,
I don't know, but
my favorite wave here is probably the harbor.
Okay.
Yeah, I
like
went
South Jetty or North Jetty?
Usually south.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, so we're progressing. You go to junior high school, and you're still surfing.
Yeah,
but
surfing like
where
crazy.
does baseball?
So my first year, I went to Vanguard University, which is in Costa Mesa, right next to Newport.
Okay.
So that first year, I didn't play baseball yet, and I was just surfing all the time, but I really missing baseball. Mm-hmm. But also fell in love with Newport's beaches. Oh my gosh.
Really?
The combo swell up there, like the fall, and sometimes in the spring, I'd go to the 56 like everybody else. But I kind of like in between river jetties and the 56th Street jetty.
Like Orange Street?
I'd just go in the middle just to kind of avoid crowds.
Kind of Orange
if
Street?
I wasn't feeling. I had a bad string of orange.
Yeah.
River jetties, it was like, I swear it was cursed. A guy stole my board.
Nice.
Then the next time I snapped my board. And then the next time my leash breaks, I'm like, all right, this place is cursed. Screw this. But I love Newport.
It's kind of punchy, though.
Oh, it's super punchy. And then that got me surfing the wedge.
Did you surf the wedge?
I do surf the wedge. It broke my nose. I'm not...
Wait, your nose of your board or your face?
Oh, I broke my nose of my board a million times. I've had so many boards there. But I'm still not charging it when it's maxing. But my goal is to do one of those little Brad Domke, not the step-offs, but you know that clip where a guy at cylinders, I surf cylinders mostly because the wedge is too crowded, and cylinders can be a sick peak.
Okay.
And I just want to backdoor it, come out, and then do a backflip.
Oh
That's just my ultimate goal, and then I'll be done.
All right. How close have you come to?
Oh,
how many
so
times
close,
do you surf wedge? Like more than a handful?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
really?
I love it. Like it calls to me. Like when it's firing.
Dude, this place is scary.
Not quite when it's like I'm not that gnarly yet. You know, like I'm not that gnarly, but like I'm gnarly. But you know, kind of just building blocks. Like,
all right,
you know, building blocks, and I keep pushing it because if you're not pushing it surfing, you get bored, and I can't really trust people that aren't pushing it. Like surfers that don't surf, I can hardly trust anymore. Like, I don't know.
So like surfers are your people?
Yeah, they're my people, and it's like when you're not constantly progressing, like small, little bit at a time, like you kind of get bored with it.
No, I can see that.
You know,
do you switch boards up or anything like that, maybe to keep it more fresh?
Yeah, because I break them all.
Oh, really? Yeah. Wow. Okay, so let's go. My question to you is let's say in high school you played baseball, right? And then maybe in college. Yeah. Was it those days, like a Santa Ana day, like you just
lose my mind?
Bummed?
Lose my mind.
Okay. Like even though you love baseball, you like that's time to go surf. Maybe. Like,
no. The only good thing about the Santa Ana days was the ball would jump our home field. Like
it's so dry
every time because we're pretty close to the coast. So we'd have the breeze going in.
Yeah.
And it just wrecks every ball you hit. You just feel powerless. And then Santa Ana days would come and you just hit bombs left and right. It feels so good.
That's fun.
No, I lose my mind. And I was late to practice a couple times, which got me in trouble.
So how did you go? How hard was it to make the team there? In baseball?
I came in at a decent time. There's a change in coach.
Okay.
And, I just kind of sacked up. I don't know, going to tiny little private Christian school is like, who am I really? Like, can I compete with the big D1 guys? Can I compete with like, you know, the big public schools? And turns out I could after a couple years on the bench. But then my last couple years, we went to the World Series and did the best like our team's ever done. And
really,
I got a starting job. I started switch hitting my junior year out of nowhere. Had a lot of fun, man.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. I'm still boys with, and there's a couple surfers on that team as well. And they're still my boys for life. So
really, okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then, so now you get out of school, out of Oceanside.
Yeah.
And you decide to go to Newport.
Yeah.
And you're scoring wedge.
Yeah.
And how was the first session of wedge?
Okay, no, that took me a little while. Like I wasn't surfing the wedge yet.
Okay.
Like Newport is very fast and very fun and very punchy, like you said, and it freaks me out a little bit sometimes. But
sure.
I don't know. Like it was for a girl. The wedge was for a girl.
What do you mean? You were with the chick there?
Yeah, and I was like...
You trying to, like, impress her?
Yeah. Then I just found this love for shore break, right? Okay. Shore break and soft boards, like, oh, that makes my heart so happy. Yeah.
So you actually paddle out because you want to impress a chick?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Is she around still?
Nah.
Were you stoked on that? Was she stoked on it, or was she think you're a nut?
I don't know. She's probably stoked because I was stoked, but yeah, also thinking you're nuts. I like it. That's fun though.
Do you remember what year you went out there the first time?
It was probably my senior year.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
were there, how many other guys were out in the water surfing?
Yeah, a lot.
Oh, there
and
was.
like when I say wedge, it's mostly cylinders. So okay,
A little bit over.
got it. But I mean, yeah.
Okay. Anything else about the wedge? Because I didn't know you surfed the wedge.
Oh, I told you my goal.
Okay.
Cylinders has my heart, and that place scares me, and I respect the heck out of all those guys that do it, make it look easy.
Okay.
My goodness.
And there's a few guys that can.
Oh yeah.
That place is like, I don't know. I don't even see the reason to surf it, but all right, whatever. I'm older too, but
Well, it's because like I kind of suck at doing turns, and it's like I just love being inside a barrel. Like gets that heart racing, and
so that's your thing. When you say you want to progress, you're trying to get like deeper in the barrel.
I want to get barrel.
So where's some of the travels you've been to?
Yeah, my first travel was the Canary Islands.
Okay.
And
wow.
Yeah.
Isn't it pretty sharky?
Not that I know of.
Oh, I thought that it kind of like closed some of it off for sharks.
No, are you thinking of that French Reunion Island? No.
Oh, it might be Reunion. All right, go ahead, Canary.
Yeah, Canaries is sick. Got my first run-ins with some heavy locals. You know, first time traveling.
How old are you?
24.
You're 24.
Yeah.
And did you graduate from college yet, or you're like right there?
I just got done. Well, it was actually crazy because I just got done graduating college.
Okay.
I just started to grow my hair out. I just signed as a model. I just booked a Mountain Dew commercial.
Really?
And I was like, what's all this money? Time to go.
Dude, that's sick. I didn't know you did commercials.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just book it out there, and that turned into Canary Islands to Indo.
Don't go too fast.
Okay, yeah.
So you went from like Punchy Beach Bridge, Oceanside,
Yeah.
Newport,
to all these rocks underneath me with urchins everywhere. I was like, what is all this?
Okay, so you show up to the Canaries
Yeah.
with your intention just to surf, or was it like a
It was.
check everything out?
I was working at a hostel, just kind of that thing.
Oh, you're working.
I was working at a hostel. I just got done being sick too. I missed that. I was sick. My joints inflamed out of nowhere. Never really figured out why.
Really? It's
Lost
gone?
20 pounds from what I am now.
Really?
It was wild, but it kind of
So you got
set
an
things
illness.
straight for me in a sense. Like it made me realize how much I love being physical. I love surfing, and ever since then it's just been like every day's a blessing that I can go move my body and surf.
Do you want to talk about the illness or no?
Yeah, I mean it was just
that
really.
sounds kinda
It was a really
interesting.
heavy part of my life. Like
Okay, so you're how old? 23?
I'm 23, 24. Yeah,
Okay.
and just completely sidelined, and I was. Just got done with my graduate degree. Like I was ready to go take over the world. I had plans on going to Costa Rica and getting certified as a surf instructor. I taught surfing all throughout college as well.
Okay.
Had Toes on the Nose in Huntington Beach. Got a
Okay.
good squad there. I forgot about that.
Oh, right.
So that's like my second home break is like 3/4 miles south of the pier at the Hyatt.
Okay, yeah.
And I got a bunch of boys out there. So that's like my home break kind
Oh,
of.
cool. That's cool.
Yeah. That's where I fell in love with the old soft boards. But
All right.
and yeah, so when I was sidelined, it was just horrible. It was like, who am I? I can't be athletic. So much of my identity was based on being an athlete, being a surfer, and it was a bummer. But now, yeah, it just put everything in perspective for me.
So how long did that illness last?
It was 3 months, and right after that,
Like bedridden? Like
bedridden, yeah.
Seriously?
Fever every day.
No way.
I had a fever every day, and yeah, I just shriveled up.
No
My
way.
joints swelled up. And it
So
was
what the
gnarly.
doctors say?
We never figured it out.
Did you get hospitalized at all?
No, we didn't. Not hospitalized. I went to
Thank
the ER.
goodness.
I went to the ER on my 23rd or 24th birthday.
Okay.
It was crazy.
Dude,
it
that
was at
sucks.
the worst. Yeah.
Okay, and then it just went away.
And then it just, I mean, I screwed with my diet a little bit, and
Maybe
it just
you're
kind of
allergic to
went away.
something or something?
It could have been an allergy, it could have been a food thing, could have been a stress thing. I'm not quite sure. It could have just been, it could come back tomorrow. I don't know.
Ooh. Okay,
Yeah.
That sucked. All right.
It's pretty heavy.
Okay, so then you go to the Canary Islands.
Yeah.
You're there to work.
I'm
and
there,
surf.
yeah, just like volunteer work.
Okay, cool.
And have free place to stay, you know.
Get some
And,
traveling.
yeah, it blew my mind. There's some heavy waves there.
How, like, describe the waves?
So, have you heard of El Mao?
No.
That's like the Canary Pipeline is what they call it.
Okay. Yeah.
I never surfed it. The locals out there are heavy. I ended up making friends with the local after, you know.
Okay, so you show up thinking you're hot shit, or what?
Oh, no, I did not show up thinking I was hot
okay.
shit at all. But, like, it's crazy. You just get yelled at for anything sometimes.
Oh, really?
There was one guy
'Cause they
that
know
was
you're
just
not
like,
from
are
there."
you serious? Like, I am not in your way. I'm not in your line, but respect.
Okay.
Always.
Yeah.
And, yeah, charge some. I got the respect of one really heavy local when he saw me surfing out in front of his house with nobody out there, and I should not have surfed that day. I caught like 3 waves, called it a day. I can't remember the spot name, but it was gnarly.
So did he waved and talked to you after or something? Like how do you know?
Yeah, we just ran. It's a small island, small rocks. So we just found each other, and then he ended up hooking me up with boards and telling me all about Indo, where I ended up going next.
Okay, cool. So before we go to move to Indo.
Yeah.
Okay. Canary Islands, the whole island break, or is it like certain?
So I was on
directions?
Lanzarote. Another one of my goals is to learn Spanish. I'm pretty damn close now too.
Okay. We'll talk more about that in a while.
That's another reason why I picked the Canaries.
Okay.
And yeah, I was surfing a right-handed point most of the days. It's super windy every day there.
Okay.
It's really hard to find a day without wind. So that kind of sucked, but the right-handed point was fun.
All right.
Getting used to surfing over some sketchy, not oceanside soft sand.
All right. What did your parents think about you going up there and doing all this?
Oh, they're cool with that.
Okay.
Yeah, they're cool with
That's
that.
all good.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so now you move on. What's your next spot?
You know, I got to say this real quick. The funny thing about being on that reality show...
We're going to go to the reality show in a while.
Okay.
Good.
Is that the only thing I'm thinking of is what my mom thinks. I don't care about what the world thinks. I don't care what you think, Mike. Like, what is my mom going to think of this shit?
Did you go to the producer and say, hey, can you change the name?
Hey, can I get a new ego or personality? Oh, man. But whatever.
All right, go back to now you're going to Indo.
Yeah, so I met a girl, and she was going to go to Indo, and she's from Spain, so we went to Spain for like 2 days. And
you met her in the Canary Islands?
And I don't even know how to travel yet. Like, I was all like, how do I change money? How do I get flights? Like, how do I even work in an airport? It's not my language, you know?
Yes.
So that kind of freaked me out at first. And she kind of held my hand through it, and then
cool.
Ended up having a lot of fun in Indo, like
all right.
Uluwatu, Canggu, kind of the basic Indo trip. I went to Nyang Nyang a couple times because it was a right.
All right.
It's one of the only rights I could find.
And you're a regular foot?
I'm regular foot.
Okay.
Didn't get to Karamas though.
So describe like Padang Padang or Uluwatu.
Padang. Oh my gosh, the first day with Padang Padang, these Argentinians hadn't slept in more than 24 hours, hammered drunk. They're like, we're going to go to Impossibles. I was like, all right, fine, I'll come. Isn't it pretty big and no low tide? But I was like, if these guys can send it, I got to send it. Because, like, I want to go level up, you know? Like,
yeah.
I don't have baseball anymore. No, I'm not drinking at all.
Okay.
Like, I'm a surfer, only a surfer now. Let's go surf, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I sent it over the reef.
Did you get smashed?
I was totally fine.
Oh, really?
I haven't had one reef running yet because maybe I'm not pushing it hard enough, but I don't know.
Oh, man.
I know.
So how was the wave? Describe the wave.
It's fast.
Did you ever get a good one?
Not yet. I didn't make, not yet. Soon, though. Like, I didn't get the wave of my life in Bali, but until 2 weeks later when I went to Sumatra.
Okay, so you stayed at Bali for...
Just 2 weeks.
Okay. And then now, okay.
And then it was, I found this doctor from Chile. I was like, oh, cool, a doctor. You know, like he can take care of me in case I die. Because I'm still kind of afraid of traveling at this point. For good reasons, I guess. There's a lot to think about. But, yeah, so then we ended up booking a flight to South Sumatra.
Okay,
and those
nice.
are the best waves I've surfed in my life.
Really?
Hands down, yeah.
How's that? Describe the wave, the crowd, and people.
So, it was still pretty mellow when we went. Like, very mellow. And, like, I really didn't know anything about Bali. Like, I wasn't even on Instagram really too much back then. We were, like, trying to, I don't know. Bali was crazy because they were the most beautiful girls I've ever seen in my life getting their selfies, right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
But I didn't really like it because I just wanted to surf, right? And everybody's, like, trying to party, and I wasn't really trying to party or anything at this.
All right.
And we book it out to Sumatra, and it's just way less people.
Okay.
Very nice locals. Ujung Bokor is the left that we stayed at.
All right.
And then there's just lefts and rights everywhere.
All right.
Mandiri was the best beach break. It was such a good beach break. When there's no waves at the points, you'd go there and it'd be like tiny there, but then just perfect at the beaches. Yes.
Really? Okay.
Insane. Yeah.
And so you travel with the doctor. Does he surf too?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So did you meet him in Bali and you're like, let's go surf?
And they were
is that kind of common?
I
when
think
you go to traveling like that?
I think.
Yeah,
I mean, for me it is. Yeah. Just link up and go.
Right on. So now you're still 24?
Yeah, I'm 24. I feel rich because I just got this commercial, right? So I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
And the funny thing is too, when I got to Bali, you can't have a one-way ticket. So they made me buy a ticket 30 days after. So I was like, what am I going to do? I'm Japanese, Japan. So
you go to Japan
right after that. But
okay, before you go to Japan, tell us about the Mountain Dew commercial that made you rich.
Yeah, well, rich in my eyes. It was so sick.
For temporary.
It was, you know Red Gerard? So it was cool. I was sitting on top of a train in Utah.
Okay.
And it was 4 of us on top of the train cheersing Mountain Dew. and then they green screened it in, and Red Gerard, Olympic gold medalist, is like 60, super young, and he grabs it out of our hands while we're cheersing.
Oh,
So
that's
that was the commercial.
Okay, I don't remember it, but that sounds cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
All right, so now you're going with the money.
Yeah,
You're going to Japan. How's Japan?
Japan. Well, so I felt broke by Japan.
Oh, okay. Because Sumatra money's going far.
Oh my gosh, the money in
Bali
and Sumatra goes so far. And
that's right.
Japan, I was like, yeah, money's running a little low. I got to pay all this for one night just to stay here, but I can't wait to go back to Japan. I'd love to go back with my grandma to Okinawa. She's Okinawan.
Oh, is she? Okay, cool.
Can't wait to do that one day. I only stayed in Japan for like 5 days. I did get a session.
Okay.
The Japanese were so nice. They let me have a board. I had my own wetsuit, and I caught 2-foot trash waves. But I surfed in Japan.
Oh, that's awesome.
And
so
Tokyo
was
so
that like
cool,
a
man.
check off the list?
Kinda. I can't wait to go back. But
Okay.
I wanted to say I surfed in Japan.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Okay. So then what are we doing then?
So then it's like, who am I? Paul has a master's. He's kind of a model now. Does commercials, and I moved to LA and screw around in Venice for a little bit.
Okay.
And I got to mention my survival job. So my survival jobs is I move fridges with all the boys.
Okay.
To college campuses at the beginning and end of the summer.
Okay.
We all move our fridges.
Out of the dorms?
Yeah, in and out of the dorms. They rent them. So, like I was saying earlier,
Okay.
as a surfer, it's a blessing and a curse because you got to do anything to surf, right?
Right.
So that's like the perfect contract work where I can just work real hard and then go surf somewhere else.
Yeah.
So I was living in LA and then eventually found my way after Frigid to Nicaragua, and booked some more gigs and whatnot, and
All right, hold on.
look for that word.
All right, so LA, how's LA?
LA.
You're living in Venice. Are you surfing Venice?
Oh my gosh. If I could bring Oceanside or Newport's waves to Venice, then maybe I wouldn't have to jump
The pier
around
has little
so
waves,
much.
though, right?
No.
No? Sucks.
And then El Porto just
it's a big wall.
No.
It gets heavy though. El Porto
It
gets
can get
super
heavy. Yeah.
But it's not good.
After Indo, I bought a scooter because, why haven't I been running around on a scooter my whole life? Little moped. So, when I live in LA, I have a little moped.
Okay, that's your
little surf
transportation?
rack on there. Yeah.
All right, that's cool though.
Yeah.
So you're going to El Porto and stuff?
El Porto, trying to get my beachy fix, and Malibu's too crowded. I didn't find Topanga yet.
Okay.
I didn't last there too long. I just couldn't stand it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a it's rad because there's a lot going on, a lot of people doing things.
Are you acting and stuff at this time too, or no?
I mean, I'm trying. It's not easy, that's for sure.
How many other guys are trying too? Right?
Oh my gosh, so many.
Like full on competition. You become friends with those guys too?
Yeah.
Are you seeing the same guys like?
Not really, because I never stick it out long enough. I get the travel urge or get the get me doing something type thing, you know.
All right. So have you been in any other shows or commercials or anything besides?
Yeah, I mean, just some random other commercials like Adidas and
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's my other big one, and then some other random little ones. And
okay.
I went on a different reality show too.
Oh, what's that?
That one was Worst Bakers in America.
As in baking?
Yeah. So I was just an extra on a show, and then my buddy's like, yo, that I met there, he's like, yo, these guys need a surfer-looking guy. And so I'm like, well, fine, I'll send it. And I was actually living in Newport at that time with all my old college friends right at the beach at Blackie's.
Oh, yeah.
So that place was sick.
Waves suck, but...
Waves are sick.
In the winter.
Yeah, with a perfect
short period swell.
Short period west-northwest.
Yeah. It gets good.
Blackies can get
I like
good.
Blackies, actually.
Yeah.
But those days are kind of... and
very few and far between.
Are you getting waves? Because that's a hard... I mean, no one's that good, but it's just so many heads in the water.
So many heads, but you can get your
Parking's
waves.
horrible.
You can get your... I lived right there, so it's perfect. Like, literally, we had the second deck or second story on the boardwalk.
Okay,
it's so fun.
As long as you don't have to drive, you're good.
Exactly. That's why I had the scooter, too.
Yeah, you can walk everything there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was fun. And then the bakers thing was hilarious. I was just trying to bake. Like...
They just wanted a guy that looked like a surfer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always play up. I want to be the dumb surfer in a movie.
Okay.
Like if that's my goal. Yeah, I want to be Spicoli. People think I'm high 24/7. I don't even like weed. So, but I like to play with it because
yeah, why not?
They're like, oh, I got a master's degree too, man. But that's my goal. I want to play the stupid surfer in a movie.
Okay.
I think that'd be so fun.
Dude, there's got to be a new movie coming out. They haven't had a surf movie out for a while.
I'm always on the search for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your agent say?
Yeah, go for it.
Right on.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, right, Newport, LA. Where were we at before?
Yeah, like Newport, then LA.
And then you wanted to go travel again.
Then after being in LA, I wanted to go travel again, so I tried Mexico City.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and I was like, okay.
So you kind of gave up surfing?
I kind of gave up surfing because I wanted to go try to really I wanted to be, because my goal was international model, see new places, travel.
Okay.
And maybe make money in other places. So I was working towards that. Mexico City, COVID.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So put in a couple months there. Didn't really make anything or do anything well, and then
did you learn more Spanish?
my Spanish is getting there, man.
Okay, cool.
But from there, when COVID hit, I was like, all right, go back home. My parents really wanted me to do that, obviously.
All right.
Instead, I took
open arms to the house.
Yeah. Instead, I took the more fun route.
All right.
And I was like, because we thought back then, when it's warm, there's no COVID, right? So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to the beach. So I go to Puerto Escondido. I go from being a little city boy to go sending Puerto Escondido.
Oh my God.
And
that's probably
place,
eye-opening.
Oh my gosh, amazing. When it's smaller, it's just a super fun beach break.
Okay.
And then when it's bigger, every morning I get up, go to the roof of my hostel or whatever I was staying at, and just go check and get my mind right, do some Wim Hof or something, and get my brain right, and go push my boundaries every day. It was really fun. It was really.
Did you fear for your life there?
Yes.
A couple times?
Oh,
multiple?
Almost every day.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, I've seen the video. I've never been there, but I know my brother's been there too. A lot of people have been there. Okay, so describe the wave.
The wave. Oh my gosh. So
are you just dropping it on bombs and knowing you're not going to make them?
Thinking I was going to make them.
Oh, thinking you're going to make them.
I was undergunned the whole time, obviously. Right. I only had a 2-week window before they shut the beaches down, which was absolute hell. But it was cool. Me and this other Brazilian dude who just barely snuck it because everything shut down.
All right.
Quick.
Cool.
And we would just travel around and go catch waves and push ourselves every day.
Dude, that sounds rad.
And yeah, I got some of the best visions of my life and failed a lot. Mm-hmm.
But
failed a lot.
I think
it's part of it.
Yeah, for sure.
To find your edge, you got to push it. And, I almost there's only one situation where it was I'm stuck. I can't paddle out. I can't go in. I'm in this thing. It's just.
What do you mean? There's a set coming in or something? Or what do you mean?
I caught a wave, and then I just got in the zone where I try to ride the wave, go in, get out.
Yeah, trying to get out of the water. But
it would just buck me off and then suck me out into the impact zone, buck me off just
did you
9 or 10
leash
times.
break or anything?
No, but...
Thank God.
No, because guys surf it without a leash.
I know, yeah, I've seen
And I'm wondering if that's because it's the board's not just dragging you around, or I never got to the bottom of that.
Okay.
But it was a lot of fun.
So you need to go back and try it again.
Oh, yeah, I'm going back. That's a spot. That's a stop on my next trip, which is...
that's getting thrown in, worst case scenario is Porto.
Yeah. Or best
for you. Good for you.
Yeah.
You're having fun.
Having fun and,
Were you, stoked for your life? When you got on the sand every day?
Oh, yes.
I did another day.
Yeah, it was... I find that my best days are, the days where I struggle the most, which...
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Right on. All right, so then COVID hits, you come home.
Yeah, COVID hits.
Let's talk about the TV show. Well, we kind of already did, but...
Yeah. COVID hits, I come home, I just...
Now you're pushing your Instagram, and they find you, or did your agent find you?
That was just Instagram stuff, and...
Okay. So the FY Island found you on Instagram, not your agent?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So they're just
those casting directors are out there everywhere scoping.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
So I was fine, because I went through a couple interviews before for Love Island or something. And it was this will probably enhance my luck if I go on the show. I don't know.
Yeah.
So and I just ended up going out there, and
it's so rad.
It's just hilarious.
Okay.
It's pretty weird.
So on the island, what was so fun about it?
Well, it was just a weird experience.
Okay.
And
were you guys partying?
No, we didn't even party that much. The guys were pissed.
Oh, they wanted to party?
We were oh man, we thought we'd have unlimited booze, just be partying the whole time. Thought there'd be a lot more girls. Yeah. But it was so cool. It's just kind of weird being in front of all those cameras at 20, all the time.
Okay. Even in your room, going to bed?
No, not quite then, but just
almost.
I don't know. I just feel like it makes you a better person somehow, going through an experience like that. And that we're boys for life, all of us.
Okay.
Girls.
And where were they from? All the United States or all over the world?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and just obviously being in a new place, being in a little bubble, looking at the stars every night, no phones. It's really cool.
You know what we skipped? So when was the first time you went to Nicaragua?
Oh, yeah, we missed that. So, I went to Nicaragua. Maybe 2017 or something like that, 2018.
Okay, 5 years ago.
Yeah, maybe a little bit sooner than that, but Playa Colorado.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Colorado.
Just went around there for a couple weeks and just
On
kept
the
going
resort?
back to there. No, so I do it cheap. I travel.
You stay
on
in the city?
Serious budget. No, I stay at a place called Playa Gigante, and you just walk through the jungle about 30 minutes.
How's
to
that jungle
Playa,
walk?
Colorado. Yeah, it's nice.
Is there big insects?
I didn't find any somehow.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And it's just amazing because it's offshore every day. Oh my God.
All right. So then,
I fell in love, and beach breaks have my whole heart.
okay.
Obviously. Yeah, it was so much fun.
So you go there, and then for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. How long are you there?
Yeah, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
Just kind of fall in love with people. Baseball is their national sport there.
Okay. So
And
here's where
luckily I
baseball
brought
comes
my
back
glove.
in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about why you're kind of here today, but
Yes.
not 100%. But this is why we had to rush your interview.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you doing?
So in 2 days, I'm taking my old 1985 Nissan, which is currently packed with baseball gear, and I'm driving down to Nicaragua.
Dude, that's rad.
Yeah, so it's always been a trip I've wanted to do. I haven't explored that much of Baja besides just like quick trips with my buddies, just down to like, what is
Rosarito,
it?
Ensenada.
Yeah, Rosarito, Ensenada. What's that right-handed point? I can't even think of it right now.
Salsa Plotas, whatever.
Oh, I haven't scored saucies yet.
Okay.
I haven't. That other one, I can't even think of it. Whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm driving down to Nicaragua with a truck full of gear
By yourself?
by myself.
Oh, shit.
For now. I feel like I might pick up someone along the way. We'll see.
Okay.
The first destination is Scorpion Bay. There's a swell on Tuesday or next week. So
You think you'll make it there by
I'm
then?
trying to get there by Tuesday.
Okay.
Or Monday night, hopefully.
Dude, that's rad.
Yeah, it's just a trip that I've always wanted to do. I figured making a little story with it, like with the baseball, having like a mission would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, just to follow along and obviously stoke a lot of people out in Nicaragua who it's hard for them to get gear down there.
Okay.
It's really expensive and just hard to come by, and they just love it.
Yeah,
so.
you said something on your Instagram like it's going to cost like $14,000 to ship that stuff over there.
Yeah, and I looked up how much it would to ship, and it's
That's
14
ridiculous.
grand. Yeah.
Now, okay, so what are your fears of going there and driving? First off, driving yourself seems kind of nuts.
Is it? Yeah, I can't tell if it's nuts or not.
I don't know, in my opinion.
I'm trying to think.
You always hear like the buddy system.
Right, but I had a buddy, but he kind of bailed.
I'm not trying to. I don't want to sketch out your
No,
trip.
I'm thinking about it. Like it's just, I don't know. I'm gonna do it solo.
Yeah,
because
It might be
I
nice,
never
though.
felt in danger in Mexico City. I mean, I don't know if it's just because I'm naive or there's a lot of unknown I'm going into, and that's kind of the point of it. Push myself that way too,
Okay.
and just like I
So
don't
how
know,
do you
go
prepare
through
for
it.
this?
How am I prepared?
Yeah, how did you prepare to go?
I'm just getting the truck right, new carburetor, tires, that kind of stuff.
Your fear of the truck breaking down? It's an older truck.
That's like my bigger fear right now is like truck breaking down, not being able to get the gear down there.
Or you're like in that stretch in Baja where there's like 200 miles and nothing around?
I'm not too scared of that. Mexican people are nice. My first time in Baja, like these Mexican angels just popped out of nowhere and fixed my truck and got us to go.
So how's all these countries you've been to?
Yeah.
And then we'll go back to that. Mm-hmm. How are people different than they are in the United States? Is there a difference? They seem a lot nicer in other countries.
I mean, it's different. Like in these third world countries, like it's just different. They have their communities, they have their farms, and they're just not worried about some of the things that we are. The the possessions game, the materialism. Mm-hmm. It's different.
Okay. That was just a thought I had. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're going to travel there by yourself, try to score waves on Tuesday. You kind of already got it mapped out?
Yeah, got it
All right.
mapped out.
And then you're going to go to Cabo?
No, then I'm going to catch a ferry across
where's
from La
that ferry
Paz.
at? Oh, La Paz.
I was thinking about going to Cabo because I haven't been, but I'm like, probably not.
Okay.
I'm going to catch the ferry over to mainland and then stop in Puerto Escondido with a buddy.
Oh, okay.
Maybe go to Chicagua, surf a really good right.
All right.
Yeah. And then just send it from there. I can't wait to stop in El Salvador.
You going to surf there?
Yeah. I'm really into Bitcoin.
Do you have certain spot? Oh, Bitcoin. Go ahead.
So Bitcoin Beach is in El Salvador. Bitcoin's legal tender now in El Salvador.
Oh.
And I can't wait to just use that there. It's gonna be
that's awesome.
rad, and maybe find it's like a place to be. All these people are going there right now. Just check it out.
Really?
And Bethany Hamilton's all into it too. And
Okay.
so I'm gonna check. I can't wait to check it out down there.
Okay.
And
That sounds kind of interesting, actually.
yeah.
All right. And then what's the next country after El Salvador?
Well, I think I skipped
Ecuador?
Guatemala,
Okay,
and then
Guatemala.
El Salvador, then right into Nicaragua.
Are you going to stay out of the big cities? Like, I heard Guatemala City's gnarly.
I'm trying to blitz Guatemala. I don't really have any. Yeah, I think I've heard that too.
Like,
I think I'm going to skip it.
Like one of the most dangerous cities in the world.
I think I could skip it.
Yeah.
Yeah. El
Like, go
Salvador is
around
not
it?
supposed to be very safe either.
So how is it going to be traveling? Have you been educated on, like, going one country to the next with the passports?
Yeah, the borders, I'm going to get screwed with.
Okay.
And just probably have to dish out some bucks, but it's kind of is what it is.
Yeah. As long as they don't take your baseball equipment, right?
Yeah,
That's kind of the important part.
Yeah. And
I shouldn't even hex you. I'm sorry.
no, I think about it every day, man. Like, it's crazy because I've been telling people I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
Because this stupid idea popped into my mind.
It's not stupid.
It's a great
rad.
idea. Thank you, Mike. But,
Yeah,
like,
no, it's super rad.
obviously, like, the parents aren't stoked about it. It's funny. I
Really?
meet people who are
Okay,
like,
what
oh,
do they
hell
say?
yeah. And then there's the parents just thinking about all the Fox News you watch and
Yes,
people getting
that's
abducted.
the problem.
Yeah.
We're Americans. We're like
know.
so paranoid.
Yeah.
I think, but I'm super paranoid. Like your parents, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario.
And I don't have kids, so I don't know what it's like to have your son go down there.
Yeah, if it was my son, I'd be so pissed.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
You're not my son, so I'm stoked for you. I think. I think at the end of the day, you could probably write a book.
All right.
You know, when you finally make it like to wherever Colorado's or wherever you're going.
Yeah, that's the first goal.
Okay.
How I'm getting home, I don't know.
Worry about that then.
I got a couple different ideas. I'm either thinking get a motorcycle.
Oh,
and
really?
come
Go back up?
Get a motorcycle.
Dude, that'd
go
be
all the way
sick.
down to all the way down to the tip of South America.
Dude, that'd be sick.
I
Chile
would-
and all that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
might either do that, or I got a certificate to go work on yachts. I might go do that. I don't
you
know
can
yet.
sail home.
Yes, sail home. I don't know.
Dude, that'd be sick. Or just go like.
We'll
north
see.
and
We'll
just-
see what sounds entertaining, or if something cool comes back next.
So what's
I'm out there?
Do you have a goal? Like I didn't think about it, but like a book or something, possibly.
Well, I'm definitely going to be writing.
Okay.
I have a blog. I just kind of like to write my thoughts. It kind of when I write down
Do you
my
have
thoughts, it kind of
on the-
frees me of what I'm thinking. It kind of gets me out of thought loops. I like it.
Okay. So, you have a blog?
Yeah.
Oh, how do you find that?
Well, how do I? Oh yeah, it's on my website. HiI'mPaulK.com.
Okay, so yeah, let's talk about your website.
Yeah, HiI'mPaulK.com has kind of got all my shenanigans on there.
Okay.
You can links to my blog, my portfolio if y'all want to see that. But you know,
Dude, rad.
yeah.
What else did I not know? I didn't know about your website. Sorry.
I'm a certified yoga instructor. So wait, let me tell you about this. So
Okay, that's
right after
funny.
I got done with F Boy Island, I went to
Every time you say that out loud.
reverse F Boy Island.
Which is what?
Which is yoga teacher training.
Okay.
25 chicks, 5 dudes.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was at Playa Hermosa in Costa Rica.
Okay.
The one near Jaco. So I'd sneak out for my lunch waves, my breakfast waves,
Oh, awesome.
and then do like 10 hours of class of yoga a day. It was insane.
Oh, sheesh.
But yeah, it's hilarious.
So you're
it's a
super
hilarious
fit?
contrast. Yeah,
Okay, so how did anything happen good at the yoga?
found a girl,
Oh, did you?
and she's kind of my end goal for this trip too.
Okay.
But we're not really talking as much right now, so we're trying to figure that out.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, rad chick.
And where does she live?
She's living in Costa Rica, trying to buy property with her mom, and that's like another one of my goals. Is
Okay,
like,
so your end destination is Nicaragua, but you
Yeah.
may go further.
oh, I may.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Costa Rica's right there, like
Yeah, it's
what,
right. It's the
40
next
miles or
country.
50
Yeah.
miles
Uh-huh.
south of Colorado's.
Yes, it is. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So you're right there.
Exactly.
Dude,
So see if
sick.
the truck can make it in there.
All right. What else? Is there, you
What
have all
else?
these. You have all these like little pockets of pulling shit out.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know. So. All right.
What else? I don't
So
know.
yoga school. How many weeks?
The yoga school is 3 weeks. I did a month of vegan while
Okay.
I was there because they just fed us vegan. So I was like, I'm going to see what a month of vegan, because also back to that diet thing and my body breaking
Uh-huh.
down.
Yep.
I was really curious about like diet, and I want to try vegan, see if that makes me feel any better.
Okay.
2 months later, and it was all right. Like, I don't know. Nothing, no profound changes.
Okay.
But then 2 months after that, I tried meat only.
How'd that go?
That was weird. That was just
Would you
super
do that
weird.
again?
I might, but
Like, is that like the keto? That's like
yeah,
the
it's
keto.
super keto. But
Oh,
I didn't eat one vegetable, one fruit.
Atkins more like the Atkins. I think the Atkins is like that. Like you
It's
can
just-
eat bacon. And
Yeah, as much
all this
bacon
shit.
and fat as you want.
Yeah.
I ate 24 In-N-Out patties with 12 cheeses.
Holy crap! In one sitting?
In one sitting, just for fun. Just for the hell of it.
I don't want to ask you your crap.
Oh, yeah, that was bad. That situation carnivore is interesting if y'all are ever curious about
Oh
that.
my god, that's funny. So
Yeah.
then that lasted for 2 months.
Yeah.
And then you were over it.
Then I'm
Did you
over
get
it.
sick in that?
No, I never got sick or anything.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Well, thank you for doing the interview. Is there anything
Yeah.
I'm missing here?
I don't know.
I feel like there's something else, but I don't know. But I'm stoked on the Nicaragua. How do
Yeah.
they get a hold of you? Well, I guess this podcast will come out after you're already on the way.
yeah.
So
I'll be posting some
can you
mad
come back
stories.
on after?
Yeah.
And tell us like the adventure.
I'm sure I'll have some serious stories to tell.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't wait.
All right,
A lot
Paul.
of waves to surf.
And which wave are you looking forward to the most?
Scorpion Bay to start.
Yeah.
I'm just circled in on that.
Are you gonna check the forecast as you're going down?
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
try to pick your
South
spots.
swells are dwindling out. It's the end of October, so we'll see what happens.
They still get Northwest, though, right?
I don't know.
I'm sure they do.
I'm sure they do.
It might be just a little smaller, but it might be fun. All right. Well, Paul, dude, thank you so much. Oh, Instagram.
Instagram is Hi, I'm Paul with way too many underscores. So just type in Paul Keating, you'll find it.
Okay, there you go. You're the only Paul Keating out there?
You'll see me. I'm the guy hanging upside down.
All right, dude. Paul, thank you so much for showing up and doing this.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
All right, this is Mike and Paul at the QuiverCast. Farewell. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Please follow us on Instagram and follow us on your favorite podcast platform. Give us 5 stars if you listen to us on Apple. And do me a favor and tell a friend that QuiverCast is back. I'd like to thank Glue Factory and Dave Hegstrom for the music. And I'll see you all in the lineup. Hey, you guys, Endless Summer box set. This thing is legit. It's authentic, numbered certificate in it. It has a 5-frame film strip from the original print. You will literally own a piece of history. It has a specially minted bronze medallion. Dude, that thing's sick. Okay, there's so much more here. Go to the show notes. There's a link on there. Go check this piece of history out. This thing's rad. Seriously. Smithsonian American History Museum has it. It took 4 years of research with 3.5 in production, all hand assembled. This thing's rad. So much to this awesome box set. Remastered DVD, sharper images than the original film, but dude, this thing's so sick. Link in the show notes.